Hey everyone, so I just completed Mario Wonder, and if you thought that game was wacky, wait till you see Mario RPG. So the game starts off with Mario entering Bowser's Keep, where you will find Peach dangling from the ceiling. Bowser is laughing his ass off, but Mario manages to hop up and startle him.
Oh, great heavens!
You then battle Bowser, and in this game, the fighting is turn-based. I used Mario's first ability here, which is, you guessed it, jump. I then realized that you're supposed to attack the chain here, right? Probably because Peach was saying, Mario, attack the chain. So we attack the chain by sniping it with some punches, right? And Bowser freaks out.
No!
The chandelier falls, taking Bowser with him. Mario does his victory pose, thinking he's won, but then Bowser lobs a fat hammer. Now somehow, Mario quickly catches up, and he jumps on Bowser's head, knocks him down, and then he elegantly floats up to Peach. And this is the peak of realistic physics in gaming, I would say.
Whoa!
Yay!
Hello!
Mario then reaches out to Peach to save her, and they all live happily ever after. Just kidding. All of a sudden, a gigantic sword from space lands directly on Bowser's Keep, and it sends Mario flying. And guess where he lands? Down the chimney of his own house. Toad is like, dear heavens, what is going on here? And he finds Mario hung up on the wall.
I'm tired.
Hey, Mario. Dude, I wish I could do Toad's voice. Hey, Mario. Lots of people use something called a door to go in and out of their houses. Wow, Toad. Mario's had the worst day of his life and Toad's trolling him.
Mamma mia.
So up next, Mario heads to the Mushroom Kingdom to inform the leader what's happened. And on the way, I experienced more of the combat. It has a mechanic where your abilities have extra effects if you time them correctly. For example, the basic attack does extra damage and an AoE. You can also completely block moves with the correct timing, and you actually have to be quite precise with this.
Mario time!
Once I arrived at the Mushroom Kingdom, I talked to some of the Toads. Hey Mario, my brother is waiting for you upstairs. 1, 2, 3. Think if I practice enough, I'll jump as high as you, Mario? Yeah, right, kid. Nah, sure. Whoa! So eventually I entered Peach's castle and I did a bit of exploring. Inside Peach's room, I found one of her possessions, right? And I'll just let you interpret what that could be. Found Peach's... Hold up, Nintendo. What are you getting at here? What? Anyway, once you meet the leader or the Chancellor, Mario explains what happened at Bowser's Keep in the most slapstick way possible. So you leave the castle to go look for Peach, and a cutscene starts where you see some clumsy marshmallow chasing a crocodile. He starts crying because apparently the crocodile stole his coins, and the weather changes accordingly. So we go and talk to this little sobbing puff, and he forgets why he's even crying.
Oh!
And then he introduces himself as a frog. This character's name is Mallow, by the way, and he asks us to help him catch the crocodile, and we accept, and he joins the team. Mario, I have something to report, sir. I saw him. He's here somewhere. He just zoomed past me a second ago. Did you see him? Did he look something like this? Why, yes, exactly. He's the one that took my coin. Why didn't you stop him? Because I forgot my bazooka at home. Sheesh, give me a break here.
I'm surrounded by idiots!
Eventually, you catch up with the Croc, and it looks like this is one of the first mini-bosses. I start off by clubbing the guy with the hammer that I found for Mario. You can equip the characters with different weapons, so you know, that's pretty cool. Anyway, Mallow is up, and it turns out he's completely goated. He has this special attack where he nukes the entire screen with thunder.
I'm God.
And he basically claps the shit out of this hat-wearing Croc. So I head back to the Mushroom Kingdom, right? And guess what? It's been overrun by shy guys on pogo sticks. And their leader is some dude wearing a cape on a sword pogo. This is one of the first bosses in the game, and I've leveled up Mario a little, so we're trying out his new special ability, which is Fireball.
Here we go! Woohoo!
Yes!
I literally blocked all the pogo sticks here, but I wasn't expecting the fireball, so Mario ended up getting knocked out.
It's my turn!
Oh no!
It's all good because this boss is weak to lightning, so Mallow carries the entire fight.
I am a god!
Multi-kill.
After defeating the boss, you find this random star. And then Mallow suggests that we go to Tadpole Pond to visit his grandpa. Apparently he'll have some answers to what's going on. The mustachioed one is strong. Bro, did you not see Mallow? So we set off to Tadpole Pond, but there's a lot of shenanigans along the way. For example, we fight this Pokemon-looking enemy that turns Mario into a scarecrow and eats Mallow. And then he just legs it.
Bye-bye. No.
Eventually, you reach Tadpole Pond, where you meet Mallow's grandpa, the almighty and all-knowing frog sage. Here he explains that Bowser and Peach also got launched by the sword and are lost somewhere, and that the person responsible for all of this is someone called Smithy. This is also where Mallow finds out that he's not a frog. Anyway, Mario and Mallow continue their adventure on to the next area, which is Rosetown. It's a place that's mysteriously being attacked by arrows that stun its residents. So I entered one of the houses and I found this little toad called Gaz playing with his dolls, right? And he asks Mario to play with him. So Mario grabs the Bowser doll and the little toad grabs a wooden doll called Gino. The wooden doll fires some BB pellets at Mario and no joke, it knocks him out. So there's another cutscene here. We see a ball of energy or a fairy, I don't know. It lands on the Gino doll and brings it to life. Like, they might have ripped this straight from Pinocchio, like, I don't know. But Gino is basically Pinocchio but cooler. So we get back to the game, Mario's snoozing in bed, and when you go downstairs, Gaz is explaining that he saw Gino walking on his own. So we go off and search for Gino and to find out what's causing the cursed arrows to rain on the town. You end up in this forest and it's a bit of a maze, but eventually you find the culprit. It's this guy called Bowyer. Not gonna lie, he looks deranged, and his arrows are alive apparently. Mario's like, yo, let me at him, but Mallow holds him back and tells him there's too many. What a good friend. They then hear someone coming, so they hide. Turns out it's one of the arrows with a star. All of a sudden, Gino jumps in, superhero landing, you know, and asks them to return the star, but a fight breaks out. And this turned out to be a pretty interesting boss battle. This boss places blocks on the floor and fires arrows. If an arrow lands on a block, it disables the button on your controller. Gino becomes playable here, and he has an attack where you hold the A button to charge up a beam.
Oh my goodness!
By this time, I had unlocked Mario's super jump, so I whipped out some absolutely insane combos.
Yeah. Ooh. Wah. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Wah. Boing.
This boss did a lot of damage though. If an arrow lands on one of your team, it bops them.
Couldn't block that, okay.
And he also does high damage lightning attacks.
Stop it!
In the end, after disabling all the buttons on your controller, you get introduced to your triple move, which is a special ability that uses all three of your characters. It activates a pretty cool cutscene where they annihilate the boss with the power of star magic in rainbows.
Tactical nuke! Success!
And after you defeat the boss, Gino explains what's going on and what has to be done. You've got to collect the 7 star pieces, defeat Smithy, and that will save the world. That's it. Saving Peach becomes a side quest in this game. The next star is located in some cave, so we travel there. Before entering the cave, I bought some symbols for Mallow, so you know, the enemies won't stand a chance. We're about to clap them. And in this cave, it turns out there's 2 kids trapped inside that we need to save too. So while traveling through the cave, I got to test out Mallow's new weapon. I was right. We be clapping the out of these enemies. He's like the god of thunder, but he doesn't have a hammer, he has cymbals. Eventually, you reach a mini-boss. This guy is called Punchinello, literally doesn't punch. What the hell, Nintendo? He basically spawns bombs that progressively get bigger, but these bombs straight up sucked. As a last resort, he summons a giant bomb, but he ends up defeating himself. I guess it's a kamikaze because it looks like the bomb could blow, so the crew decide to leg it, but it doesn't go to plan. Everyone dies. Just kidding. Somehow everyone survives this and it reveals a star. Oh yeah, we're supposed to rescue these 2 kids. Here they are. And you take a minecart ride to the exit. All of a sudden, the track is like a roller coaster and the crew go flying and you'll never guess where they land. Well, it's none other than the kid's exact house. Up next, the game reminds us that we should still be searching for Peach. And I was like, oh yeah, Peach. So we end up at a place called Booster Tower. Here is where we find Bowser, and he's just talking to himself.
Oh, great heavens!
You see the creepy face peeking at the doorway? We'll meet him later. It turns out that Peach is here too, at the top of the tower, right? And she calls down to Mario. Bowser exits the scene, and I try to enter the tower, but it's locked. We're then hit with another cutscene. Bowser just sprints up and he smashes open the door.
no!
I was gobsmacked, like I've never seen Bowser help Mario before, and he joins the team. So we enter the tower and there's a bunch of minions that you have to fight. I tried Bowser's first special ability. He basically calls in a boo, and it kind of just does this. Here's Bowser dancing, by the way. Halfway up the tower, you meet the weirdo who was peeking through the door. He's called Booster, and he's holding Peach captive, planning a wedding. It's a bit like the Mario movie, you know? And then he just leaves. Once you reach the top of the tower, you'll find Peach, but the door is locked. Mario needs to confront Booster to unlock the door, but instead, you end up in this very odd game of hide and seek. Booster wants to rehearse the wedding with these dolls, and his minions are searching for the Mario doll, peeking behind the curtains. You have to avoid them with Mario, and this went on for absolutely ages. In the end, you get found, but Booster doesn't even notice Mario. I then knocked down the doll for him, and he still didn't recognize Mario. He even gives you a reward. I honestly had no clue what was going on. Booster then legs it to Peach, and when you chase after them, there's a mini boss waiting for you. Yo, Mario and Bowser clap the absolute out of these guys. No problem. The team then hop down from the tower and chase after Booster. You end up at a place called Marrymore, where Booster and his minions are setting up a wedding. You've got to find a way inside to save Peach. So I took the secret back entrance, and here I found two Koopas making a cake. Ah yes, we're baking a cake for the big wedding. Absolutely no stereotyping going on here. So once you reach the main hall, you'll find Peach, and she's straight up getting bullied. This Booster guy is drinking her tears even. Once you get to the front, Peach gets a fright by the fact that you're accompanied by Bowser, and here comes the weirdest scene yet, okay? Peach goes to give Mario a kiss. A cutscene starts. I was like, damn, it's happening. Mario is finally getting that smooch. Nope.
Oh, great heavens!
Anyway, the Koopas show up with a cake, and they're mad that the wedding's been cancelled. So, do you end up fighting Booster? No, you actually end up fighting the cake. Like, what is happening? Halfway through the fight, the Koopas leg it because the cake appears to be alive, and then you have to beat each layer of the cake.
Finally, a worthy opponent.
Once you get to the bottom layer, Booster and his crew jump in. Now it looks like we're finally gonna kick this guy's ass, right? Nope, he just eats the cake. he just eats the cake and leaves. What is going on? So after all that, you take Peach back home to the Mushroom Kingdom and inform the Chancellor that she's safe. He's also shook that you've teamed up with Bowser, but Bowser's actually a sweetheart in this game. The crew then explain everything that's happened so far in their slapstick way. So now we get back to looking for the stars, right? I thought Peach was going to join the team, but I guess not. Well, as you're leaving the castle, guess who's waiting for you? It's Princess Peach, baby, let's go! And she floats down like Mary Poppins and joins the team. So now we've got Mario, Bowser, and Peach all working together to save the world. And Peach plays like a healer in this game. You know, no surprise. But she also has a special attack where she calls in a tactical nuke like this.